Hello and welcome to this review of Richard's Wild Irish Rose Red. Grape wine with citrus spirits. Yes, I reviewed Wild Irish Rose Red grape wine before, but this is the elusive 17%. Now, I had only seen the 13.9 around Louisiana, so I figured one day on a road trip out of state, I'll find the 17% and see what it's like. Grape wine with citrus spirits. Remember that. They're using some kind of citrus liquor, infusing it in there. I'm not going to try to figure out this code. It won't matter at 17%. Well, I went on a road trip a mile and a half away to get gasoline. So I went inside and I saw this in the ice. And I just looked. I said, wouldn't it be something if they had the 17%? And I looked. And it was. I said, I gotta buy it. So apparently in this town we get the 13.9 and the 17% variance. So it's a little bit strange. Okay, it's got the medicine bottle shape for the wine bottle. Bad medicine. Alcohol legs like you might get with a liquor dripping along here. The appearance is like it's pretty good lighting outside. It's like a orange red, a rust red almost. Looking down in it's rosé, more pink than red. What are they saying on the website? They're using, or on the sell sheet, they're using lambrusco and vinifera wine. And I don't know what kind of citrus spirits. Citrus liquor. Okay. Owned by E&J Gallo now. As about the last 2 years. They bought the Canandaigua wine company from Constellation Brands, who started Richard's. Richard's Wine Company, Canandaigua, New York, but it's Canandaigua Wine Company. So now E&J has expanded their operations to the East Coast. Now this is going to have that foxy New York wine aroma, I'm sure. It does. Foxy, musky grapes. When the European explorers got to America and they were exploring in New York, they noticed that the Indians were drinking this, very crude wine what the Indians made, and the Europeans thought, oh, this wine is strange. This grape variety is peculiar, the vinifera, and they used the term foxy, which, from what I can understand, meant musty, musky, almost like a musk scent. But those grapes did grow very well in New York State, and they say, well, we're not in Amsterdam, we're not in Holland, we're in New Holland, where our capital is New Amsterdam. Those Dutch explorers, they say, well, we'll use what we have. And so they built this viniculture in New York based on these grapes. Not the best in the world, but they dealt with what they had. And Richard was a real guy, is a real guy, Richard Sands. He was 3 years old when Richard's Wild Irish Rose was started by his father, Marvin Sands, in 1954. Okay, here we go. The taste. It's sweet. I mean, it's probably fortified with sugar. But then you got the citrus spirits, which could be neutral spirits in the sense that they're not produced to have any flavor or aroma, but simply because the company gets the old, probably rancid oranges, cheap from Florida, and it just distills them into a clear, odorless, colorless liquid. This is the idea I think I have with it. I think that's probably a correct assessment. And it could be old grapes that aren't suitable for wine. Or like my friend David said, maybe they're using some kind of grappa, which you make the brandy from. Or you just make grappa. So the spirits may just give it the higher ABV and not any kind of particular flavor. Definitely the foxy, musky grape, which has almost like a leather or tobacco, and very earthy. Now I know people are going to say this is bum wine and winos drink it, etc. Well, I'm aware of what I'm dealing with. At Winn-Dixie here, though, in this town, they sell the 13.9% in a big jug bottle right there by Colorasi. I don't think bums off the street are buying that, and I just think around here it seems to be popular. At the convenience store, it's always in the ice, and I think people are coming off the street from work, going, hopefully not to work, buying gasoline there, and grabbing a bottle. Now you could have whatever kind of stereotypes in your mind. So are most people buying it bums, hobos, homeless, vagrants? I mean, I doubt that. I'm not saying the hoi polloi are buying it, you know, the elite of America's culture, obviously not. But I don't think it's too bad. Actually, it tastes good. It's strange. If you don't like that leathery tobacco foxy, and I cannot describe foxy unless it's impossible to describe it. You just have to try it, and if you taste it, and you can get this with some of the Taylor wines, Taylor Lake Country wine and all of that from New York. And they have that similar thing with the Concord grapes, the lambrusco and the vinifera grapes. That whole family. It's just a different taste. I don't think it makes it a bad taste. Now, fortified wine, what can you say about it? This is a dessert wine, 17%. Does it taste different than the 13.9? No, I don't believe so. The wild fruit with the ginseng, also with citrus spirits, that was an oddity. Really wasn't that different than this. Had a different label, and it had a little bit different appearance, lighter, more orange. But they're both, the general appearance of both of them was rosé. So this is more of a rosé than what you would call a red wine. You can see that. So if I was looking to drink a cheap rosé wine, Sutter Home, Oak Leaf Vineyards, Liberty Creek, etc., all of those inexpensive brands, Carlo Rossi, Gallo Family Vineyards, all of those, would this be one I'd pick? I would say it's competitive in that. Might do well in blind taste tests. So how much was this half-size bottle? $1.99. $2.18 with tax, $2.18 with tax. So yeah, no complaints. So how would I score it? Well, I mean, mainly to me it just tastes like wine, you know, but rosé wine. I'll go with a B+. I think it's very good, 88 out of 100. So Laissez les bon temps relais, 88 out of 100. A very good, although admittedly peculiar item, but I do like peculiar items. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all go to Canandaigua, New York, and tour Canandaigua or Richards, but really another E&J facility, winery.